What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have not done a cold start on the Retro Fox in a while, and if you guys don't know, this car has a B cam in it with some homemade exhaust, essentially Flowmasters. Also, it has shorty headers on it. Guys, look at this. This car's been sitting so long that the boot has started to come apart right here. So we've got to get ourselves a new boot. What is that? Well, as always, something has come up. I guess whenever I jacked the car up, the spring came out of its perch. So we got to go fix that right now. Telling you own a Foxbody, you're going to understand the frustration. All right, let's get down to business here. Let's see what happened. So it looks like the spring came out of its perch, so we're going to check on that. So you guys see that? Completely out of its perch. Okay, well, easy enough. The other one's in place. Okay, well, simple enough, guys. I guess that was easy enough. I can't complain about that. Much better, much better. Look at Memphis up there. I'll be right back. It feels good, guys, to be back in the driver's seat of the Retro Fox with a good clutch anyway, because we've not had a good clutch in a very, very long time. So I'm excited about that. We have a problem, guys. All right. See if we can ease this thing back home. Okay, so we're gonna have to coast into the house, guys, because I think we got ourselves a mess here. Oh, please make it. Please make it. Don't do me like that. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Car broke. All right, let's see if we can tear the exhaust off. Look at that, guys. Look at that. All the way back to right here. Look at that. Ah, it's pretty sweet. Sadly, I have a feeling this is going to be costly. I think it's going to be costly. I don't know just yet. First off, let me show you this. So right here you can see where the radiator is bent pretty bad. And the fan is destroyed. Yeah. So remember when we did the underdrive pulleys? I guess I forgot to tighten down the bolts. As you can see, the bolts are loose. And guys, I think we pretty much foobarred the water pump too when that happened. The vibration from it, I guess, pretty much just sealed the fate on that. And it broke blades off the fan. So instead of a test drive, looks like we're gonna be fixing the car. All right, well, guys, let me regroup since this is not gonna be a test drive video. Let me regroup and get some tools out. Let's go ahead. I think I have another fan. Yeah, I've got another fan up front. So let's see what happened. If it messed the water pump up, obviously we're not gonna be able to drive it in this video, but that's not the end of the world. Water pump's not that big of a deal. I'm hoping that it didn't bust the radiator. If it busted the radiator, those things are super expensive, so I really don't wanna have to go through that. All right, I'll catch back up with you guys in just a second. Guys, look at this. Look at this. It's always something. Yeah, always something. Anyway, it is what it is. So let's take a look at the radiator, or radiator as some of you call it, and let's see what's going on with that. We may have damaged it, damaged some of the flutes in it. I don't know yet. So let's go ahead and look at that and try to find out where this water was coming from. I think it looks pretty good down here. I think the radiator is okay. I don't see any water dripping down. So we do have water back here though. I don't know honestly where it's coming from. I think it's a little damp right there. Guys, I really don't know where the water is coming from unless one of the fan blades maybe nicked the radiator hose. That's a possibility. So let me get all of this drained out of here and let's check that bottom radiator hose to make sure that's not the problem. Well, hopefully that is the problem, and I'll get back to you guys in just a minute. I think we found the problem. Let me see if I can get some light down here to show you guys. This is going to be pretty hard to film. Okay, so look right there. Guys, I don't know if the camera can see this, but right there, see if you can see that. You guys see the water? So I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but basically I think when the fan blade come off and broke, it became unbalanced and it vibrated the water pump enough to break the seal on it. I guess this video we'll go ahead and address that, and then maybe if there's enough time in the video, I'll take you guys down the road later on tonight. We'll put some gas in this thing and we'll drive it. All right, catch you in a few. Ta-da! Well, can't really say ta-da because as you can see, this fan's a little chewed up. This was a fan that was on the Calypso. It should work for right now. If it gives me any issues, I'll just go ahead and buy another one. I guess we're gonna spin this video in this direction because I'm curious. Plus it saved me a lot of time. So the bolts were actually loose on the water pump. When I tell you loose, I mean like really loose. You could squeeze the hose and you could hear air coming out of the gaskets around this. We're gonna put this thing back together real quick and we're gonna see if we can reseal this water pump. I think it'd be good just to see, right? Guys, I don't drive this car every day. The correct thing to do is obviously pull this water pump off, put a new one on it, reseal everything, but you know what? Why not try it, right? Let's get this other fan back on the car. Let's see if this thing will seal up, and if it does, we're going down the road. We're gonna continue on with the video. Catch you guys then. That took about 30 minutes or so to do. I've still got to bend this back, but everything is in, looks pretty good. So tightening up your water pump is probably one of the most overlooked things, or tightening up your fan, I should say. And the reason why I say that is because most people wait until they put their belt on to tighten up the bolts. That way they can, you know, have some tension on it. Well, guess what? You get to doing 10 other things and you forget to come back and tighten these up, which is what I did. So learn from my mistakes, guys. Make sure that you tighten your water pump up as soon as possible so that you don't forget about it, and you'll be glad you did, I can promise you. All right, everything looks good. Let's run up to the service station real quick. Let's put some gas in this thing, and then we'll check the clutch out. Crisis averted, it looks like. Car has no power, guys. Holy crap. Good on the car. I'm going to go ahead, head back to the house, check out the water situation, make sure we're not running hot or anything like that. So I'm so glad to have this car back and be able to drive it with a good clutch. Very nice. All right, let me go ahead and get the car home, check everything out, and then we'll talk a little bit before we close the video out. See you in a second. All right, so it looks like everything is good with the car. Would I recommend that you just tighten your water pump up if you're having a leak? I don't know. You really, anytime something like that comes up, typically your gasket's blown out or something along those lines. But I think what happened with this car is the vibration from whenever the fan come loose just rattled the water pump enough to cause it to loosen up. So no leaks. Everything seems to be buttoned up really nice. You know, I love doing videos like this. I know a lot of you say that, you know, I'm half-assing stuff, and that's fine. But I also like to know what I can get away with and what I can't. Because real world situations, you know, you don't always have an auto parts store nearby. You need to know how to get yourself home if you need to. I've got this saying, if you ain't rigging, you ain't riding. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.